ships, toast to the night. Flavors of the world, everything feels right. Raise your glass, let the good times flow. Sips on ships, let's go, let's go, let's go.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl T, and with me I got YOLO from On the Go with YOLO. I guess she want me to introduce her. She could have said her name.
Hey everybody, it's Yolanda on the Go with YOLO, or better known as YOLO. What's up, everybody?
How you doing, yo?
I'm good. Just chilling out today, relaxed this evening. So just hanging out, enjoying life.
Okay. Well, me too. And this is around the time of year folks are going on vacations and stuff. And They got spring breaks, they got pre-summer vacations coming up, and then they preparing for the summer. And not everybody is planning on going to destinations. Some people are going on cruises, and so with cruises, you got folks that they like to drink, right? They like to get to the bars. What kind of bars are on there? And so in this segment, everyone, YOLO and I are just talking about Royal Caribbean cruise bars. So if you missed any of the previous episodes, just go ahead and go back, and you'll see the first three that we did discuss. Today we'll be talking about the Schooner bar. Is it Schooner or Schooner?
Schooner. Yeah. Like school schooner.
School schooner. Okay, the Schooner bar. So the Schooner bar, as everyone knows, it's like a nautical piano type bar. That to me tells me the vibe. Usually all of the decor in there is in reference to nautical type things. Now, YOLO, I know you're a history buff, so I'm going to ask you this just in case you know it. I'm not putting you on the spot, but I just want to know, was there a reason or any story behind Royal Caribbean Schooner Bar that you know of?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I know that they are notorious for keeping it very nautical, which I truly appreciate. But outside of that, I don't know any history on it. It is one of my favorite Royal Caribbean bars. I will say that.
It is my go-to. Like, the Schooner Bar is like my Alchemy Bar on Carnival, until you get on some of the Excel class ships with Carnival, and then it may be something like a little comparable in reference. But overall, if anyone asks me what's my favorite bar on Carnival, I'm going to say Alchemy Bar. It's the mixologists there are just extraordinary. The service is extraordinary. Same thing with the Schooner Bar. It's like the go-to. There's other good ones, right? I mean, even with the newer ships, but the Schooner Bar is like, this is the staple. This is the bar of Royal Caribbean for me.
I agree. Yes, totally agree.
Okay. And they're found on every Royal Caribbean ship too.
They are. It is the one bar I think that is on every Royal Caribbean ship. It is their flagship, if you will, for bars. So yes, and it is my go-to bar. I love the feel. I love the vibe of the Schooner Bar every time I'm in there, whether I'm in there for all the activities that they have, because they have live music, they do trivia, they do games, they do all sorts of things in there. So it is a really, really good spot to be in, and I love hanging out in there.
I like how it's cozy, right? Like it's a bar, but it's like, I don't know, it's sort of like walking into a place where, I don't know, I know it's a cliche, like everybody knows your name. Like, it to me is that feeling.
It's like the cheers.
Right, exactly. Like, I'm here.
Yes, I agree.
Very cozy, very social, especially with the live music, the piano bar, the trivia. It really ends up being a place where people come, and there's no way around it. You're gonna socialize at some point. So that is something there. And they're good for like pre-dinner. Like right before dinner, go in there for maybe a little, pre-dinner cocktail, socialize and so forth. I have seen people go there after, but usually it's when there's some entertainment close by.
Yes.
I haven't really seen, unless they have someone live actually performing. I really haven't seen most of the activity being like late at night. It's usually like
No.
on in the evening between maybe anywhere from like 5 to maybe 10 or 11.
So usually after dinner, if I'm going to the Schooner bar, of course, it's to grab a cocktail, usually old fashioned or something along the lines with some bourbon. But when I'm there, there's usually piano vibes going on, which is always amazing, depending on who's playing, what their theme is. But regardless of whatever theme that they're doing in the Schooner bar for like from 9 to 12, because I think it's open till midnight, there's always someone at the piano playing some manner of tune, hanging out, and just giving those wonderful, relaxed, I'm on a cruise ship, chilling and vibing and drinking vibes. It's just it's an amazing place to be and hang out if there's space, because it's always busy in the evening if you've noticed. So Schooner bar is always, there's always something going on and there's always people there.
Definitely, definitely. And speaking of cocktails, of course, that's what you go to Schooner for, right? Is the cocktails. So a lot of cocktails that they had, a lot of signature cocktails. I do have pictures of some of their menus. You got your tropical sidecar and the infamous toasted marshmallow old fashioned, which was one of my favorites. They got the rum old fashioned, the C&T, Irish peach, Southern Belle. They got the lavender daiquiri, peanut butter tropic, Kentucky summer, which was hubby's favorite. The parrot punch tropic rye. That desert pear margarita is off the chain.
It is.
That one right there is a must-have. I don't care. You got to get it.
So my top 3 are going to be the marshmallow. No marshmallow. To me with the marshmallow, it's too sweet. The marshmallow, the Kentucky summer, and that desert pear margarita just sets everything off. And I like the rolling rye. Do not let them prepare the desert pear premix. If they tell you, if they just pouring it and it's premixed, tell them you want them to hand mix that or walk away. It is delicious when they make it right. And I have walked up when a couple of different times I've been on board, especially on boarding day. They'll have it pre-mixed and they'll try to pour it. I don't want pre-mixed. I want you to make my drink so it can be right. And you can tell the difference. You can absolutely tell the difference. But those are my top 3 drinks, top 4 drinks, because I did mention the rolling rye. Those are my top 4 drinks at the Schooner bar, unless I go off menu and I may get a Boulevardier or something like that. But those are my top drinks at the Schooner bar.
Yeah, mine's is 2 of yours is my favorite too, and that's the desert pear and the marshmallow old fashioned. So, and I tasted the marshmallow the first time, but then you're right. Afterwards, it does make it sort of too sweet. So then it's just there to look pretty, and I usually just put it to the side anyway.
Exactly. So I just tell them I don't need the marshmallow. Just give me the drink. I don't need you to put the marshmallow and burn the extra sugar down in there. It's fine just the way it is before the marshmallow.
Definitely. So we talked about the signature drinks and then the vibes, and this particular bar is located on all Royal Caribbean ships.
Correct.
What are your thoughts about the entertainment, like the piano person? Do you think like, oh, it's still a hit? Do you think it's more like, and they need to think of something else? What are your thoughts about that?
I think the vibes that they give off, the entertainment, the trivia, everything they do in the Schooner bar is on point. It sets off in my personal opinion, it sets off what a cruise should truly be. It gives you that engagement where they're doing trivia and it's in a small enough setting to where it feels intimate, like you said before. And it still, again, it gives off that nautical feel that you don't get from any other bar when you're on the ship. I don't care where you're sitting. The Schooner bar makes you feel like you're on a cruise ship, period. I enjoy the trivia. I enjoy the entertainment, the games that they do, and the piano play at night. A lot of times when you're done in the casino, when you don't want to watch the shows, or you've watched the shows and now you want somewhere to just kind of sit and vibe, that is my go-to place to just go and sit and vibe. You can people watch in there. You see people walking by, coming to and from the shows, coming to and out of the casino, depending on where the Schooner bar is sitting. And it is just a nice vibe to be in. It to me, it's the best spot, one of the best spots on the ship to just kind of sit and relax and chill and have a drink. And the entertainment never disappoints for me.
Yeah, I like to sing along, and everything. So that's my favorite part about the Schooner bar. And before we go, I just wanted to just show how, the variations of the look of the Schooner bars on each of the ships.
Yes.
They have evolved, like this one here, I believe this one is on the is this on the Celebration? I think this one is on the Celebration.
Well, the Celebration is not a ship of Royal.
I'm sorry, God dog it,
But it does look like one of the
Celebration, Lord
ships.
Jesus.
It does look like one of the older ships that you may see when you're on
Oasis.
Not I don't remember where it was on Oasis, but like when you're on Vision or Enchantment, it looks like where it is, because if you go off to the side, to the right, in the behind the bar, that's maybe where either the atrium is or where the casino is. Some of them, they always have lighting in most of them, most of the older ships. On Wonder and some of the new Oasis class ships, it sits up top. And so it gives a different vibe from where it sits there. So it's like up and out of the way, which is really cool. Yeah. It's like, yeah. So it sits upstairs and kind of like off on its own little balcony strip. And it's still a really great vibe.
Yeah. Ooh, Royal Caribbean gonna be like, look, don't talk about Royal and be naming no Carnival ship now.
Hey, it's so many out there. It's hard to keep up.
And you know what it is? When I saw that picture, like at that moment, literally my mind went to the
Golden Jubilee.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And that's exactly it, because of some of the artwork in reference to there. So in decor, but I apologize, Royal, if you're watching. But overall, Schooner Bar is the icon bar. It's the iconic bar. Royal Caribbean is on every ship. Vibes is going to give you cozy, social, very engaging, very lively. Cocktails is thumbs up. I give them a 10 out of 10 in reference to the Schooner Bar. And they also have other options. They have wine, they have beer, and you can order off the script. So definitely.
Agreed.
Well, YOLO, this has been another good review video with you. I truly appreciate your time. You're like for me anyway, the Royal Caribbean connoisseur, because I think you've been on every Royal Caribbean ship except for how many left you have now? 4, 5?
Maybe.
Well, they keep adding new ones now. So
yes. So there's only about 5 or 6 that I haven't been on. Maybe about 5 or 6. I've been on all except for about 5 or 6. But maybe I would say 6.
Okay. Well, everyone, as you can see, YOLO is very well traveled, but not just cruises. She also does destinations, and her destinations are out of this world. And if you haven't watched her channel, go on over to her channel and you will see what type of content she portrays to us. Not only does she gives us travel, she gives us an experience that is truly outside of this world, into another world, and also gives you a little taste of history right behind it. So if you haven't gone over to On the Go with Yolo, thank you so much for joining me, Yolo, today, and I'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.
All right.